One of the biggest complaints or pushbacks or obstacles or objections or what have you that I get from current clients, previous clients, prospects, individuals that are on the path to better their health is that they don't have time, right? They don't have time to work out. They don't have time to meal prep. They don't have time to take supplements. They don't have time to shit on the toilet. They don't have time to pee standing up, okay? Who's got time for that anyways? Everybody needs to sit. But nobody has time. Right? Everyone is super busy and has 3,000 things going on, and their job's demanding and their family's demanding, and they don't have the capability to prioritize anything. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, here's the truth. That's bullshit. You do have time, right? It's not about the amount of hours that you have in a day, because everyone that wakes up, that crosses the threshold of 12 midnight and is at 12:01 until 12:01 the next day, that's the same amount of time for everyone. Whether your name is Jeff Bezos, whether your name is James Gillespie, whether your name is AJ Briley, whether your name is Caroline Scruggs, whether your name is Brett Owens, whether your name is Daniel Price, whether your name is McKenna Wilson, literally everyone in a span of 24 hours has 24 hours. Does that mean that you can utilize the 24 hours the same way that everyone else can? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that you do have the same amount of time. So let's not be silly. Let's talk about what the real problem is, and that's prioritization. Okay? Your priorities, your list, the things that you assign a higher value, a higher capital M meaning to, take precedent on what you do on a day-to-day basis. So you might not be prioritizing the fact that you might not be prioritizing, let me not misspeak, your nutrition, right? Because you're letting yourself be a victim to the convenience, right, of the grocery store, of the aisles that line the self-checkout, right, the sweets, the chips, the what have you. You might be accustomed to letting that bleed over because you don't have time to prep. Well, here's the dealio. There's a quadrillion meal prep companies if you're struggling with nutrition and time for prepping. Also, you can use our guides and our meal plans and our instructions for literally all of the meals that you can get anywhere else too. We have 18 of them, right? So if you don't use ours, you can use somebody else's. And if you don't use somebody else's, you can just buy them. You can literally just buy the meals. Like, it would make sense that you would just buy them. Why not? Why would you not just buy them? So, if it's not going to be, hey, I don't have time for meal prepping, then it's going to be I don't have time to work out. Then it's going to be I don't have time to think about what I need to do. I don't have time to stretch. I don't have time to yada yada. At every juncture, right? At every intersection here, we have yet another place where someone will throw the same obstacle, the same objection, the same problem up in the air and say, I don't have time. Well, that's bullshit. You do. You don't know how to prioritize. Fastest way to prioritize is to write out your task from most important to least important. Yes, this means your personal tasks. Yes, this means also your day-to-day with work. Yes, this also means, holy shit, hold on. This could mean your day-to-day tasks. This could mean what's going on at work. This could mean your health and wellness. This could mean literally everything. But at the end of the day here, right, it's a matter of priority. It's not a matter of time. Everybody got the same amount of hours in the day. You might not be able to utilize them the same way that other people can, but you have the same amount of hours in the day. Let's not get it twisted. You have a time management problem. And you probably have a time management problem because we spend too much time in the transitions, right? We spend too much wasted time in the transitions where we're playing on our phone, and instead of jumping from one task to the other or batching tasks, right? Let's talk about time management here for just a second. You can habit stack the same way that you can time stack, that you can time block. And here's the thing. If you offer up the obstacle to me that you don't have any time, you need to do a time study. You need to let me know what you're doing with the 24 hours in your day, because chances are you're wasting a hell of a lot of it. And if you're wasting a hell of a lot of it, then I don't want to hear about you not having time. Because you do have time. You have a problem with priorities. And that's okay if you do. If you have a problem with priorities, I'm not mad about it. Right? But let's be honest. And if we don't track it, we have no idea what the hell is going on. Someone was talking about, I eat enough protein, but 10 out of the 30 days, she travels. And she's like, when I travel, I'm about 30 grams under where I need to be. Okay, hold on. So you're not tracking it, but 30% of the time you're off by 30 grams? That's going to be a big discrepancy by the end of the month. That's a third of the time, right? Same thing could be happening here with what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, right? What are you spending your time doing? Chances are it's not all productive, and it doesn't need to be, right? This isn't masturbation. This isn't habit forming 3000, right? Like, you don't have to be doing something productive all day, every day. But if you say that you want the goal, right? You want this body, you want this body fat percentage, you want this strength, you want these performance metrics more than you want these other things, but then your actions don't track to it, that just means you're a liar. And you lying to me don't bother me too much, but lying to yourself should. Lying to yourself should really bother you. And if it doesn't, I don't know what's going on. So I wish you nothing but love there, but I do hope, I do hope that if you do actually want something, that you put in the time to get it. That you try to figure out what's going wrong and how you can get there. That you actually just do your best here, right? So no more offering time as an excuse. That's lazy. That's so lazy. Everyone's got the same amount of time. You have a priority problem. And if you can tell me that you have a priority problem and we can map out a plan to fix it, and the first way to fix it is a time study, by the way, to know where the heck you're spending your time, then we can go from there. So the next time that someone says, I don't have any time, cool, track your time the next 7 days. Then come back to me. I'm sure you probably won't want to come back to me because you realize that you wasted a ton of it. You have time. Okay? You need to learn how to manage it. I can help you do that. Slide in my DMs if you need some help with that. But you got time. I promise. Peace.